at Rubber B, we believe that leadership comes with a very strong sense of obligation, and as the leading manufacturer of custom rubber watch bands, we take our obligation as thought leaders very seriously. As such, we strive to not only continually give back to the horology community, but do so in a way that has a visible and meaningful impact. A question that we are frequently asked, especially by those who are new to the watch collecting community, is what is the difference between a watch strap and a watch bracelet? This would, on the surface, seem like a self-explanatory question at first, but that is actually not the case. The reason for this is very simple. Even though there is a distinct difference between these two terms, they are often used interchangeably with one another. As a result, it would be very easy for someone who hasn't spent a lot of time around watches to become confused by this terminology. Today's blog post is going to focus on answering this exact question, as well as providing supplementary information about different kinds of watch straps and bracelets. As you will learn, not every strap or bracelet is ideal for every kind of situation or even lifestyle, so it is important to purchase one that will naturally fit into your daily routine and perfectly accessorize with your watch. What is the difference between a watch strap and a watch bracelet, and why do people use them interchangeably? Depending on how technical a person wanted to be, there are several different ways that one could answer this question. The simplest and most direct answer is relatively easy to explain. For the purposes of this article, a bracelet will be defined as anything that holds your watch to your wrist that is crafted from a metallic substance, i.e., stainless steel, gold, etc. A watch strap, on the other hand, is a much wider category to consider, as it encompasses any item that holds your watch to your wrist which is crafted from a non-metallic substance. This can include a broad variety of different materials, with the most commonly used items being rubber, leather, and nylon, though those are by no means the only options currently available to consumers. Below, we will look more closely at both bracelets and straps to understand more about them in greater detail. What do you need to know about watch bracelets? As we previously mentioned, watch bracelets are any part of a watch that helps keep it affixed to your wrist that is made from a metallic substance. The majority of the time, these bracelets are made from stainless steel, and this includes even high-end luxury watches, such as those made by Rolex or Panerai. However, this is not always the case. These same manufacturers will occasionally release bracelets plated in gold, rose gold, or other precious metals for special occasions or commemorative watches. You will, most of the time, know when this happens pretty easily, as the company in question will often mention this fact as part of the marketing campaign for the timepiece in question. Oftentimes, having a bracelet for the watch is the default setting, meaning that when you purchase the watch, it comes with a bracelet instead of a strap. While this is the most common scenario, as we will explore in the next section, there are some exceptions to this rule. Having a bracelet on your watch is generally considered to be most appropriate, at least from a fashion point of view, in more formal situations, such as at work or during a night out with co-workers. In contrast, many people would state that they look a bit out of place during more relaxed situations, such as being at the beach. Because they are metallic, bracelets are often made to be very durable, especially with regards to being scratch resistant, and while that makes them ideal for certain kinds of active lifestyles, they do not always do well with extreme heat or human sweat. Also, depending on what chemicals are in a given pool, those could damage the watch as well. As such, it is always recommended that you specifically look up your brand of watch to determine what the best way to care for your bracelet is. What do you need to know about watch straps? Watch straps are, both figuratively and literally, a more flexible category when it comes to keeping your watch affixed to your wrist, as straps can come in many different kinds of materials. Rubber, leather, and nylon are the most commonly seen, and most watchmakers will alternate between one of those three if they are not putting bracelets on their watches. Frequently, watch straps are not the default settings for a watch, with one notable exception: if the watch is a vintage piece, or is in any way, shape, or form inspired by a vintage piece, then the default setting for that watch will indeed be a strap. The reasons for this are twofold. The first is that, from a fiscal standpoint, companies that tend to use straps instead of bracelets are not catering to the ultra-wealthy, and as such, they have to keep their primary audience in mind. The other reason actually has to do with historical precedent. Many of these vintage pieces were inspired by the World War II era, when there were metal shortages around the world due to the ongoing war. As a result, many wristwatches made during that time had leather straps, so any modern piece going for a vintage feel is going to try and reflect that fact. One thing that is extremely advantageous about having a watch strap instead of a bracelet is that, from a fashion point of view, they are far more versatile. Rubber watch straps are equally at home in formal and non-formal situations alike, so no matter where you are, You wouldn't have to worry about changing your watch strap out all the time because it wouldn't be appropriate for the event or activity in question. Another fantastic thing about having a rubber watch strap for your watch is that, if you have an active lifestyle, they will more easily fit into your life in every way. Rubber watch straps are not only more resistant to the elements and human sweat, but they are also significantly easier to clean than a metallic bracelet. Also, rubber does not change its appearance in any way when exposed to chlorine or other chemicals, so you can always take your rubber watch strap in the pool, as long as your watch is waterproof without having to worry. Of all the things that Rubber Bee is proud of in terms of how versatile and durable our rubber watch straps are, the one thing that we are most proud of is the fact that no animals are harmed in the making of our products, ever. Unlike leather straps, rubber watch straps are completely cruelty-free, which means that if you're a vegan or just someone who is deeply concerned about the environment as a whole, you can still have a watch strap that is fashionable and reliable. If that isn't a win-win, we don't know what is. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.